everyone, and welcome to the daily newspaper analysis, which is brought to you by LawSikho. So, today we have an article for a discussion that is Rainbow of Hope, which has been taken from the Hindu newspaper, which talks about the rights of the LGBTQIA plus community and the special steps that have been taken by the Tamil Nadu government here. Secondly, we have the news update and legal news for the day. So, as we all know, that the LGBTQIA plus community is riddled with bias based on struggling gender identity and fight against social stigma and prejudice. I'm very sure that many of us also, who right now are going through this newspaper analysis, have a lot of confusion. Many times, a great chunk of stigma which is attached to this society, this community, and definitely with time it is getting better. But we all are also quite misinformed when it comes to this area. So, however, to reduce the social slurs against them, it is a great step that has been taken by the Tamil Nadu government that has come up with a glossary of terms that shall be used to refer to individuals who are lesbians, gays, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex, asexual, or of any other orientation for that matter. The same has been notified by the Department of Social Welfare and Women Empowerment after the Madras High Court urged the government to look into it so that there are no absurd names for that matter used for any of these people. So the notified terms shall be, now of course they are in the local language of Tamil Nadu. For example, we have Pal Pudumayar for queer, we have Maruviya Palinam for transgender, Idaipal for intersex, and Palina Adayalangularan Othu Pogathavar for a gender non-conformist. So, on the one of the most recent judgments by Justice N. Venkatesh in the year 2021, brought in a slew of guidelines to correct the various wrongs that have been riddled the transgender community for so long now. And also in February, the High Court pulled up the Union Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment for being sluggish in listing the names of the NGOs that are working for LGBTQIA plus community, and that is why we should be providing more and more support instead of bringing down such NGOs or other stuff that work in the direction of rights for the LGBTQIA plus community. So the 2018 landmark judgment by the Supreme Court, wherein homosexuality was decriminalized, is but only a first step in the long line of accepting the community. Now, as we know that Section 377, that was, decriminalization of homosexuality had taken place. But in India, please remember that same-sex marriage is still not permissible. So an individual wanting to live with dignity, no matter how she wants to be identified, still has many mountains to climb before enjoying liberty, autonomy, and privacy guaranteed by Article 21. Taking this moment and opportunity, everyone, I would like to tell you all that please understand that being a lesbian, gay, queer, intersex, transgender, or anything of that matter, it is not a disease. It is not a disease of body or of mind. It is just a different kind of sexual orientation. So please remember that this is absolutely not a disease, and if at all we think that we might take some kind of medication or we might take such people to the doctors or something so this could be treated, it cannot be, because only a disease can be treated, and if it's not a disease, there is no point treating it in the very first place. So I hope you understand, and that if at all you had any confusion regarding this, please do read about it. There are various videos on YouTube as well, various articles that you can find on the net that give a greater, clearer idea about the LGBTQIA plus community. So please guys, before judging or making your perception about anything, please make sure that you are there, in the very right place, first of all, and you have the right amount of information to understand the very first thing. So I hope that we all take care of this. Now let's see, what do we have for news updates today. Firstly, UP government to build India's first education township. So the Uttar Pradesh government is gearing up to develop the country's first education township on the lines of the ones found in the USA to enhance quality education in the state. A presentation was recently made before the Chief Secretary following Chief Minister Yogi's instructions in this regard. Secondly, Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, launched Make India Number One mission. So Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has formally unveiled his Aam Aadmi Party's national ambition with the launch of Make India Number One campaign. So the 5-point vision that this campaign has for this initiative would be, firstly, provide free and quality education to every child of this country. Secondly, provide free and best medical treatment along with free medicines and test facilities to every citizen of the country. Thirdly, provide employment to every youth. Fourthly, every woman should get respect, equal rights and security. And fifthly, ensure farmers get their fair prices for their produce and get respect. Thirdly, Fahmida Azim won the Pulitzer Prize 2022. This is indeed a very important piece of information. So, Bangladesh born Azim, working for the Insider online magazine of United States, won the 2022 Pulitzer Prize under the category of illustrated reporting and commentary. Please know that Pulitzer Prize is given for the work in literature. Fourthly, Rajesh Verma named as Secretary to President Droupadi Murmu. So, Odisha cadre IAS officer Rajesh Verma has been appointed as the Secretary to President Droupadi Murmu, the government said. So, in the past, Verma has also served as the Principal Secretary to Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik and Principal Secretary of Energy Department, Government of Odisha. Fifthly, Vikram Doraiswamy appointed to UK as India's High Commissioner. So, Indian diplomat Vikram K. Doraiswamy has been appointed as the next High Commissioner of India to the United Kingdom, the Ministry of External Affairs said in a recent statement. The 1992 batch Indian Forest Service officer was serving as the High Commissioner of India to the People's Republic of Bangladesh. Let's see what do we have for legal updates today. Firstly, MCOCA, that is the confession recorded by Additional Superintendent of Police, admissible in evidence, says the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court held that a confession recorded by the Additional Superintendent of Police is admissible as a piece of evidence under Section 18 of the Maharashtra Control of Organized Crime Act 1999. And this was held in the case of Zakir Abdul Mirajkar versus State of Maharashtra. Secondly, CBSE not a statutory body and a writ petition raising service disputes not maintainable against private education institutions, says the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court has held that a writ petition raising service disputes against private educational institutions are not maintainable if they are not governed or controlled by the statutory provisions. The court also observed that CBSE by itself is not a statutory body, nor the regulations framed by it has any statutory force. And this was held in the case of St. Mary's Educational Institute versus Rajendra Prasad Bhargava. So this was all for today. We hope you liked the session. If you did, you will like it. Also, if you wish to download the PDF of today's slides, you can join our Telegram channel. The link is there in the description box below, or you can also scan this QR code that you can see on screens right now. Thank you so much.